obsessed with these color draping videos, but you can't afford to go to a professional color analyst? You are not alone. It is not as complicated as people make out to find your color season at home, or at least to get a good enough idea to start implementing the principles and getting clothes into your wardrobe that light you up and make you feel good. In this video, I am going to break down 5 at-home methods that you can try, with the last one being my personal favorite. My name is Ellie-Jean, I'm a style consultant, and on this channel, we find our style by finding ourselves. Finding your color season is a tool to help you find good colors that light you up, that harmonize with your facial features and your natural palette. I think it's important to remember that it's in some people's best interest to overcomplicate color seasons. But actually, color seasons is simple art theory. It's which colors complement which colors and why. First step is to take off your makeup, sit near a window where there's natural light, preferably one where there's sun coming in, get your mirror, and if it's for any of the steps below which involve taking a picture, get your iPhone, that's absolutely fine. Keep your face close to the camera, face the natural light, and just make sure that you can see the lines of your eyes. In case you're wondering what I mean, that you can see the individual colors in your iris. Number 5, my least favorite, but the quickest, easiest, and most fun method is using a website called Colorwise. I believe it's colorwise.me. And essentially, you can upload a picture of yourself, like the one I described before. You select a color for your skin, your hair, your eyes, and it presents you with a season. On the downsides, you're likely to get a range of different responses. However, I think it will give you a general idea. This was one of the first tools I used when I was learning about color analysis, and it made me fairly confident that I was some kind of summer, as it usually gave me a range of between, I got cool summer a lot, I got classic summer a lot, and I still don't really know what that is because that isn't a part of the typical 12-season analysis, and it often gave me light summer. So I knew that I was somewhere in that range. And occasionally, with a weird photo, I'd get a strange result. Like if I put a picture of me on holiday, sometimes it would give me something really odd, like bright spring, and you just ignore those ones and carry on. And it also depends on how you select the colors. For example, if you select the darkest color in my hair in an image, it's just going to appear black, and I would say that's not a very good representation of what my hair actually looks like. There are, of course, limitations to this method, which I think makes it hard to get an accurate result, but I do think it's a fun, quick, and easy place to start. Next is at-home draping. So you've seen all those videos with a color analyst where they sit you in a chair, you have a bib, you're in a plain background, and you go through the colors of the rainbow. There is a version of this you can do at home. First of all, I do believe that there are some places that sell draping kits, so you can buy kits of these fabrics. Obviously, that is not a very budget-friendly option, but you can use the colors you already own. You want to choose a wide range of colors, focusing largely on blues, yellows, pinks, and oranges, and you want a wide range of colors from light to dark, soft to bright, and it might help you to line up your colors first in order, again, from warm to cool. So what is your warmest blue, i.e. your most greeny blue, and what is your coolest blue, i.e. your most purpley blue, and so on. Now, the limitations. First of all, you don't necessarily know what you're looking for. Unless you have an artistic eye, it can be quite hard for you to see, which is of course why you're in this predicament in the first place. Also, if you don't already own a large range of colors, it's going to be quite hard to do this at home, as you may not necessarily have the colors you need to assess and test the things that you need. And also, if you don't have the knowledge on what colors are cool and warm, soft or bright, light or dark, if that's something that you're not used to seeing, haven't trained yourself to learn, you're not even going to know when you pick up a piece of fabric what it is that you're testing, and you might end up testing for completely the wrong thing. For example, I have many hot pink things in my wardrobe as well as softer oranges. Now, if I was to compare these two things, the hot pink might look worse on me even though it's cool toned, because the softness in my features is quite strong. So you might end up getting completely the wrong idea. But if you do have some knowledge in colors and you do have a bit of an artistic eye, I think this could even be the most accurate way to find which colors suit you. Okay, number 3, what I'm calling the digital features or AI method. And this has 2 parts. So the first option here, essentially you use a photo of yourself and you select colors from your features. You can do this through something like Image Color Picker, which is a website, and then import the hex codes into Canva and create yourself a little palette, or you can import a picture of yourself into Procreate, select colors from your features, and then draw a little palette on the side. And then if you need the hex codes, you can then put that into a website and it tells you the hex codes. So there's 2 different methods there, whichever seems most intuitive to you. Now you can at this point assess for yourself What are the colors there that you see? Do they seem light to you? Do they seem overall dark to you? Do they seem medium? Do they seem split? Are they high contrast to each other? Are they low contrast? Are they all quite similar? I would definitely recommend taking time to look at those colors yourself. I think first of all, it's a learning exercise, and you're going to learn more by doing that. Are they largely cool or warm? Do they feel more earthy to you? Do they feel more dusty to you? Try and put words to the colors that you see. But what I'm seeing a lot of people doing, and I'm getting lots of DMs about this at the moment, is that you can use ChatGPT. Now, I've been using ChatGPT for color-related things for a while now. For example, I've been renovating my house and I loved the shade of terracotta in my kitchen, but I wanted other colors to pull from it for my kitchen and I didn't know where to start. So I said to ChatGPT, look, I bought this paint, this very specific paint. Can you give me in hex codes colors that would go with it? And it gives you like a massive list, and I would say they were really accurate. ChatGPT is surprisingly good at color. Which is something that I really wouldn't expect, but it's really good at working out which colors go together. So you can ask AI, it's not as simple as just putting your picture in and saying, what color season am I? Yet it will be, without a doubt, and then I'm out of a job. It will get to that without a doubt. But you can put in your hex codes, like I told you how to find earlier, and you can say, are these colors more light or dark? Are they more soft or bright? On the whole, how would you describe these colors? And you can do a little Q&A with it, and you can tell it things about color seasons. It already has knowledge on color seasons, but you could say, okay, based on this information, what color season might I be? There's loads of other videos out there about how to find your color season using AI. Okay, so limitations, downsides of this method. The main downsides are the photograph. If you haven't taken your photograph correctly, if it's not in the right light, if you can't see the colors very well, if you select the wrong colors, if you select, for example, the darkest colors in your hair, that's not going to be the most accurate representation of your hair color. The bobblehead method. This is kind of similar to the last one. Essentially, take a picture of your face. You want to upload it into Procreate and erase the background, including your clothes and any dyed hair. So you end up with a bobblehead. Now, find two opposing color palettes from Google Images. So you want to find, for example, a true summer, and then whatever you want to compare that with, say a true spring, and import them as separate layers into your Procreate page. Create a new layer and place it underneath your face layer. So you've got like an empty layer there. Now select colors from the color palette that you like, that you're testing, and pull them in behind the picture so that it fills the entire page. So now this is almost like a draping method, but it's all focused on your face. So take the color that you want to test and let it to fill the page behind your bobblehead. Save that picture and do this for as many colors as you want to test. And I think this is maybe the best way to objectively test which colors suit you and which colors light you up. And also you can use pre-existing palettes, so you don't have to work out which colors are cool, which colors are summer, which colors are autumn, and so on. You know which colors it is that you're testing. So that makes it much easier to work out if they suit you or not. Now, the downsides, again, you might not have a very good photo. If you've taken this photo in like a warm room light, if it's bad quality, if it's blurry, if you can't see your features very well, it's going to be much harder to test. Also, I think if you're testing too many colors that are similar, you can start to get a bit of fatigue and no longer be able to see anything at all. So it can even help to have like a friend look at it with you and see what they think. And I do think it takes that bit of artistic eye. In fact, I think all of these methods do. But look, I'm not artistic in any way. I'm really not a creative, like visual person. And I know that fashion is my life, but I've worked hard on it. And it's not a natural thing. You know how some people are just really chic, they just pull anything out, they just have that taste. I don't have that taste. It's something that I've curated, that I've built and really worked on and had to really think hard about. And I can do this, I can see this. So I just want to say there is hope for you there, and if you are seeing differences, trust your gut on that. So that brings me to method number 1. And this is the features analysis method. Now, I talk about this a lot more in how to find your color season for beginners. So I'm not going to go into the whole method in depth because I can't, because it's like a 10-minute video. But essentially what you need to do is you need to work out how to define your features. Look in the mirror. Are you light? Are you dark? Are you cool? Are you warm? And then you need to rank your features and fit yourself into the season. This is by far the best method. However, it takes a long time of building knowledge. And I recommend this as number 1 as the one that I would advise. Even though it's not the quickest, it's not the easiest, it's the one that is going to get you the best results by taking the time to learn about color seasons, learning the extensive differences between the 12 different seasons, and then learning what makes a color cool, what makes it warm in your features, what makes your features cool. Spending time learning these things is the only way to do it yourself and get it really, really right. So as part of the advice that I would apply to this entire video, take time to learn about colors. What's cool? What's warm? Learn about color seasons. What are the differences? And if you want to be good at something, you have to take the time to learn it. But the other methods are really fun, and doing a combination, I think, of all 5 will help you get much closer to finding your best colors, and that ultimately is the goal. If you have to borrow from light summer, even though you might be a true summer underneath you, if you have to borrow from light summer sometimes, or you're soft and you want to wear some soft autumn colors sometimes, as long as you're getting the range of what looks good on you and what you enjoy, that's what matters. I don't think it needs to be so you are a god-given true summer, so anything that isn't a true summer is going to look terrible and awful on you, and you have to know this to the T. I think we can get rid of that, and as real people with real lives, use these principles to curate colors that we enjoy, that light us up, that make us feel good. And I think by using a few of all of these methods, you will get close to that. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about color seasons, you should join my Style Scholars community and newsletter. You can get a free weekly newsletter with style tips. I break down different style systems just like I have in this video. And then also we have weekly live streams where we do group styling sessions, and perhaps the next one could be on color seasons and how to actually dress for your color season with the clothes you already own. So I do all kinds of live streams like that, as well as Q&As. It's an opportunity to get in the chat box with me, ask me what you've always wanted to know. So the link to that is in the description. Of course, I really recommend checking out my How to Find Your Color Season for Beginners video. It's the video that I'm perhaps most proud of that I've ever made on this channel. I think it really breaks down the core principles of color and color seasons, and I think it will make the most difference to your wardrobe if you go and watch that and take the time to understand it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.